Question A. A swimmer wishes to cross a 500-meter wide river flowing at 5 km per hour. His speed with respect to water is 3 km per hour. The shortest possible time to cross the river. So we have to find out shortest possible time to cross the river. ठीक है, इस केस में हमारे पास बेसिक डायग्राम रहेगा इसका फिगर. So let us draw the river. This is river. This is our x direction and this is our y direction. So let us suppose it start with from point A, and if you want to reach in the shortest possible time, so the shortest possible route is always in the direction of the straight line, or rather perpendicular with the both along the straight line. So let us, this is called point B. So because of this, if we want the final velocity or resultant velocity to be in the direction of AB, the swimmer has to swim at angle with respect to the bank. So let us suppose a vertical also. Let us suppose this angle is theta. The swimmer is swimming in this direction. So let us call this as Vs, and we have the velocity of the river in this direction, that is Vr. Okay, so we can divide the velocity of the swimmer into two components. One component will be the x component, that is Vxx, will be given as Vs sine of theta, and we have Vs in y direction, that will equal Vs cos of theta. Okay, so we already know that Vs is the velocity of the swimmer, and which is given as 3 km per hour. This is 3 kph, and we convert this into meter per second. So this will be 3 into 5 by 18. So Vs will be equal to 5/6 meter per second. Okay, so we find out both the components, and more important part, the Vsx will be in this direction. This will be Vsx, and this will be our Vsy. So Vsx will be having a minus sign. So we can say that our Vsx, velocity of the swimmer in x direction, will be equal to minus Vs is given as 5/6. Okay, so this will be sine of theta, and we have in y direction Vsy will be 5/6 sine of theta. So we have two components of velocity. One is horizontal, another one is, we can say, in x direction, rather in x direction as well as in y direction. But the actual velocity with which the swimmer will be able to follow the path AB will be only in y direction. Okay, there is no help of this x direction in reaching from point A to point B. So we can say that so velocity with which the swimmer actually crosses the river is equal to Vsy. Okay, so we have already this value. This is 5/6 cos of theta. So let us say that t is the time with which it starts from point A and finally reaches point B. So if t is the time taken from point A to point B, okay, then t will be equal to, if t is the distance between the two banks, or rather between point A and B, we can say that t will be equal to d divided by vs y, and d we already know is given as 500 meters. So this is 500 meters divided by vsy is 516 cos of theta. So we can write this will be equal to 600 divided by cos of theta. Now the question is, find the time should be minimum. Okay, so we can say for t to be minimum, cos of theta should be maximum, and we already know that cos theta, maximum of cos of theta, its value is equal to 1. So from here we can say that theta should be equal to pi by 2. So if you substitute value of, so cos of theta will equal to 1, or cos of pi by 2 is 1, so we can say that t will be equal to 600 divided by 1, or this t will be equal to 600 seconds. Okay, this can be converted into minutes also, so we can say that t will be equal to 600 divided by 60, which will be coming as 10 minutes. Okay, so the final answer is that in order to, the time should be, the shortest path will be giving us a time of t is equal to 10 minutes. Okay, thank you.